Hey everyone, it's Connor back from This Old Farm, and we got the Super C and the 2-bottom and a red shed behind us. Anybody recognize that? We're out at the Squatch253 complex and it's plow day today. So we got to have our one at our place. Got the corn planted in there, but I didn't get to have a whole lot of fun with anything, so now we're joining the other crew, gang. Rick Bork, Toby, and a couple other guys. Hans from Tractor Hoarders is here. So I'm gonna come idle out in the Super C. So we're gonna get the plow put in the ground and get some ground turned here today. So out here in the field, we got Tony with a John Deere BR and then his 2B or 4B 2-bottom plow. I think it was a 4B. What he had at our plow day. The BR is not what he had at plow day though. He had his AR, so this time he's giving the test run to the BR. We got Cody with his Minneapolis Moline and a 3-bottom, I believe it's a Moline drip plow. And then Hans's son with a, I think it's a John Deere B, and then a John Deere number 44H 2-bottom hydraulically raised and lowered plow. And then Bob, not D4 Bob, but another Bob on one of Toby's, I think it's one of Toby's, Caterpillar crawlers with a disc. He's running the big 12-foot disc out here, getting the field kind of smoothed out in the center, what we've done so far. So I believe Nathan from Ironman 3406, I think he's got his Ford 2N. There's Toby right there. He's out getting his footage. I believe Nathan's gonna take his, I think it's a 2N or something like that. He's gonna take that. He's got a 2-bottom hooked to the back of that. Toby does have his 8N out here. So we'll see what we come up with. Well guys, that's gonna do it for plow day up here today. I'm loaded up, ready to go back home. So hopefully she's hangs on to the trailer. I'm sure it will. But everything's pretty much plowed up, and a lot of it's disced up nice and good. Rick Bork and the gang were talking about finishing disking. There's a few people that are sticking around up north here this weekend, so get the rest of the crew that's sticking around to finish disking it, and then maybe bring his RTV out with the broadcast spreader and seed it in and roll it. He's got a couple rollers now, so get the field rolled in and get her all planted. So a couple of people have left. Hans has left already, and I think a few others, maybe not. But yeah, that's gonna do it for up here. I don't know. Well, we only got 6 clips, so this might just be a continuation, or maybe I'll make it its own part. So if it's its own part, thanks again for watching. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed. If not, we'll see you in the next clip. Well, this is what happens when you have a tractor addiction. There's another one added to the herd. This is, for those of you that watch Kenny Kizzle's channel, Rusty Nuts Ranch, this is one that he acquired. I don't know how long ago he acquired it, but the engine is a bit locked up on it. Well, I shouldn't say it's locked up. It's turns over, but he got it to start turning over, but it still gets stuck in a spot. Might be a little bit of rust in the cylinders or something. He's got stuff soaking in the cylinders, but it's also supposedly got a rear end issue that me and him are thinking is something to do with the shift lever here. It is a steel knob shifter, but so that makes it a wartime tractor. But he said the end of the shift lever is all worn off, so he thinks that might be what's going on. It also probably doesn't help that there's a bolt keeping the shift lever in place. But yeah, he says he just doesn't have time for it, and I think he's kind of lost interest in it, and so he was talking about parting it out and scrapping the rest, and I said, whoa, put on the brakes. So I picked it up from him along with the 9-speed transmission that he bought for it, thinking that it needed the transmission, but I'm crossing fingers hoping that it's just that shifter lever, because he popped it in 5th gear the other day and rocked the tires back and forth, and it was spinning the motor over. So I don't know, but so yeah, we got the tractor here, and then the 9-speed rear end there, along with some other, well, you got a distributor for it, parts of a distributor, the main what you need for it. Doesn't have a cap or any wires or anything like that, but we got the distributor. We just don't have a carburetor, and there's no starter. So, and I'm gonna mute my phone now because we gotta be chatty Cathy's all the time. So the 9-speed, I'm not sure what we're gonna do with at this current moment. I'm not letting it go, but possibly it might go on that one over there, because that one over there's got the 4th gear issue in it, if we ever get the thing running again. It's got that, the governor just lets it go wide open, so I don't really know what the deal is with that. But if we ever get that, oh, and it puts coolant in the engine oil, so if we ever get that thing figured out, might put the 9-speed in that, because with the wide front it might be kind of a nice little hay raking tractor or something with the 9-speed on it. So I don't know. As of right now, it's probably gonna, I was thinking on the way home here with it that I'm probably gonna pull the wheels off of it, the tires and the castings. I have a future idea for those wheels. I'm not gonna reveal that yet because it's not in the bag, but anyways, pull those, pull the castings, and then put the rear end on a pallet, so at least I can move it around without having to try and pick up the front end of it and stuff. Just take a pallet under it, and then we can take the Bobcat or the New Holland with pallet forks on the front of it and move it around, so make it a little bit easier anyways. But this one, hopefully we can get going with kind of try and continue his idea behind this one was to get it going with the least amount of spending the least amount of money on it. So that's kind of going to be my hope too, is we're going to continue that idea of get it going with the least amount of money possible. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but you know, it's worth a shot. So decent sheet metal, nice paint on it. I don't really know, I mean, neither of us really know anything about it. Front tires look half decent. It's the rims are different. One's an early style rim and one's a later style rim. They're both adjustables, just they're different. If you look on this side's got the kind of the tower mount position deal, whatever the heck you want to call it, whereas the other side just got the flat plate that comes out and then bends into a 90. So it's kind of this style on this side is more, it's the stronger version. The other side is kind of the weaker, earlier, of course, style. So it's got mismatched rears. They're same tread, but one's a 12.4, one's an 11.2. So yeah, it'll be kind of maybe a fun little project. We'll see what it kind of entails. Hopefully we can get it running with not much, but I can't guarantee that we're gonna get working on it anytime soon here. You know, I got enough irons in the fire, besides the fact that we're coming on haying season, and that's usually kind of go. So it's probably just gonna get put in tractor row, which these things need to get moved. This isn't tractor row, but you know, part of the fun, I guess. So I'm gonna see how I'm gonna move this one out of the way. Oh, and the front pedestal's on backwards, so we gotta turn that around. But see how I can get this thing moved. Probably just take the Bobcat over there and just push it back with the bucket, and then I might hook on the dirt bucket, run the Bobcat up here and scoop up the front half of this one and just pull it on down. So yeah, more projects, just what I needed. Well, there we go. There's how we got it off. Dad just picked it from the side and we chained it, and along it goes. So we're gonna go put it in the other spot where the M and the Super C and all that are, so that it's out of the way. Well guys, that's all I got for you this week. Hopefully you enjoyed the little bit of footage we got at Plow Day and getting to see the new H we acquired. Didn't really do much the rest of the day yesterday and today. Tried to clean up in front of the barn a little bit, but some things caused that to pretty much go haywire, so that was pretty much a wasted bit of time. So yeah, that's all I got for you. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thanks again for watching, and we'll talk to you guys all next time.